Hey, what's up guys? So I want to show you what I've been working on for the past few weeks, which is creating a comprehensive graph detailing every single character's damage values and startup frames within the game. These charts give you the ability to dive deeper into an individual character and compare multiple characters amongst each other. These graphs are in a great state to be showing off, and I want to let you guys know that I have way more ambitious goals with these graphs, one being displaying the efficiency rating amongst them, putting them into a category-based tier list, but more on those later. For now I want to walk through what I have so far. So every single character has a graph associated with them with a various amount of data surrounding it. But if you click onto one of these graphs, you can see more granular data such as startup frames, damage values, and notes highlighting some niche details about a character that may need further explanation. Another powerful tool is being able to filter by any value that you set. Right now I have it set towards filtering by overall combo damage. So I can see which character has the most damage within the combos and filter by that. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the ability to click on a character's name and add and remove them from view if you don't want to compare them. There's another tool up here called the combine button that allows for you to combine the graphs that are within the view and compare the data from a visualization standpoint.
A tier list is a visualization of someone's subjective ranking of members of a related group. For example, a Naruto Storm 4 fan could make a tier list of their favorite characters in high tiers, and their least favorite characters in low tiers. Players could also rank these same characters based on other qualities, such as their power level or usefulness in a fight. But the fundamental issue is that the game is way too complex to rank characters on a subjective topic like best character. A better implementation would be to place characters among a graph with multiple categories and then rank the characters according to each category by the value they bring within their kits. But there's a fundamental issue with that, being, it doesn't account for the nature and utilization of the character in game and the value that they provide on a team setting. For example, did you know Kaguya has the highest combo damage output? But rarely is used for it. Instead, players opt to use her lava stage, which is one of the most inefficient attacks within the game, but players value the unblockable properties it provides. Are you starting to see the uselessness of tier lists? Most of the time, tier lists are a way to break down which characters will give you a higher probability of winning, but in Storm 4 there are too many factors outside of the characters you pick that determines the win, especially in a team setting. Don't get me wrong, experienced players who understand the game know what characters and mechanics which are fundamentally broken, or advantaged given the situation, and how they want to utilize them. For example, Tayuya, she has the lowest overall damage within the game, but she is fundamentally broken given the nature of how the game is played. Essentially, she can spawn a mobile wall that can block the majority of things coming at her, even the opponent themselves. Players value her wall, given that they can keep the wall between them and the opponent, which makes her seemingly impossible to deal with for inexperienced players trying to fight her in the neutral. Now, the question of what is value, and how does one measure it on a tier list? Let's start there. Value in the subjective context cannot be measured, but objectively it can be. Oh no, it looks like I'm losing you. Listen, subjective just means it's based on opinion, beliefs, or bias views. Like when I say, if Hanabi Hyuga was in the Chunin exams she would wipe the floor against everyone. This is a subjective statement that cannot be measured, while objectively means a statement based on facts and evidence that can be verified. Do you understand now? Good. Now back to creating a tier list measured with value. First, let's start by choosing the first topic. We'll go with damage efficiency. The challenge with measuring this is that there are many external factors that will influence the results, being connection between players, the frame rate of the game, status effects, rate of animation change. There may be more unforeseeable problems that I'm not accounting for, but in order to have accurate results, we must eliminate them from the equation. By testing in an offline setting, keeping the frame rate at 30 FPS, applying no external status effects, and going through the combo at the fastest speed. Now we can write the formula for damage efficiency, which is damage output divided by the number of frames. Awesome! Now that I shared my thought process with everyone, please feel free to critique it and provide any feedback. Once again, I want to thank Exact for helping me gather all the data to make this possible. Keep in mind creating this tier list or whatever you want to call it will take a lot of work and time, but I don't mind given the usefulness, and the long-term goal of mine is providing clarity and making my audience smarter. Also, the link to the graphs will be in the description below. I am still adding data to them as time goes, but if you want to see any information added to them, please let me know in the comments below.